Hi everybody, welcome back to the vlog. I'm air frying breakfast right now. If you're new here, hello, I'm Chelsea. I just turned 34. I live alone in Queens, New York City with 2 cats and I go to school and I'm about to win a marathon. So that's what I got going on right now. If you can relate to any of that, you probably will enjoy this channel. I have quite a bit of things to do today on my to-do list. This also happens to be a day that I have off from school due to another holiday and I am not complaining. 1 second. Sweet potatoes. Oh, well, I've got my robe on. I did get another robe. I can't remember if I showed you that last week or not. But this one is my fresh out of the shower robe because it has that towel texture. And I have a waffle weave robe that I wear when I come home from work. Okay. So I have another robe I wear when I come home. That's luxury to me. Having 2 robes for 2 different purposes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi. I don't think you can see. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I just stepped on his tail. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to choke down the last of these potatoes. I'm really focusing on fueling, and over the weekend I chopped like over 10 pounds of potatoes. I think I chopped up like 8 sweet potatoes and 6 regular potatoes, like russet potatoes, and I chopped them all up, put them in bags, froze them, and then every day I defrost 2 bags and I have potatoes twice a day, and that's how I'm gonna get through the rest of my training block. I'm gonna be so sick of potatoes. I'm never gonna be able to eat them again after all of this. So, finish this. Let's get out of here because I do have a lot of work to do. It's gonna be cozy. It is so fall weather today. It's like the perfect fall day. Something else that's been on my to-do list recently that I got done was to get my vitamin levels tested, specifically vitamin D, B12, and B9 folate. I think it's the perfect time of year to see if I'm low on anything before seasonal affective disorder decides to come for me. I usually get my blood tested a couple times a year because of my thyroid, but I never get anything else checked, so I feel like this is gonna be very informative. I'm using LabCorp On Demand for this, who is sponsoring today's video, so thank you LabCorp On Demand. They offer over 80 consumer-initiated lab tests. Yes, these are the same tests that your doctor orders that you can purchase directly on your own without a doctor's appointment. You can walk in Monday through Friday to one of their like 2,000 patient services nationwide, or you can schedule online in advance, which is what I did. Testing is performed at CAP accredited, CLIA certified clinical laboratories that typically process 3 million samples every week. So right now I don't have health insurance, which means I don't really have a primary care doctor, which means it can just feel like you're jumping through hoops to get access to tests like these, and then it just ends up costing way more than you planned, taking way more time than you thought, and all of that can be really discouraging. Maybe I'm just projecting though, but that's been my experience. And with LabCorp On Demand, you pay before you go, so there are no surprise fees once you get to the actual location. That was so fast. I was only in there for like 5 minutes. Including check-in and everything. It's already done. And when your results are ready, you'll be notified by email within like 2 to 4 days of getting your sample collected. I got my results back in like 1 day. I don't know if you're nosy and you want to take a look at my results, but here they are. My vitamin B12 levels were normal as well as my folate levels, so that's great. I love that. But if you look at my vitamin D, it's pretty low, which I'm not surprised about, but this is very good confirmation for me to know that I need to start supplementing some vitamin D. LabCorp On Demand makes it accessible and easy to understand what's going on in your body so you can make informed lifestyle choices. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in pursuing, you can use my code Chelsea for 10% off select tests using the link in my description box below. Thank you so much to LabCorp On Demand for sponsoring this video. I'm really glad that I went and worked somewhere else or studied somewhere else. Like it's easier to focus sometimes, although I haven't had any issue with focusing by working at home, but it is like nice to switch it up. I was factoring for like 2 hours and I didn't even finish my homework. So I had to finish 2 homework assignments and I have to do a quiz on those 2 homework assignments. And then those 2 hours, I didn't even finish like my homework assignments. So I'm gonna continue to do that, but today is just like checking things off the list. Check it. So I'm gonna start some laundry too because I desperately need to do that. I'm very, very thankful that I have this time to get it all done. I've got some ornaments here. Oh my gosh, I got the bat wings. Remember these? From Halloween last year. You remember these? Will you wear them this year for me? Oh no. It's sweater weather, everybody. It's dark out now. Lots of time has passed and there's just not enough hours in the day, you know what I mean? But it's okay. I just ordered some takeout because I have an 18-miler tomorrow. I've been drinking my water. I need to drink a whole nother one of these before bed. It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, I ordered from a pizza place around here. I ordered penne alla vodka and it is perfect for carb loading. But every time I have a big run, I usually order this dish. I'm like catching up on school. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have these days off. It's been very important. Side note, I am seeing 111 everywhere. I'm a little spiritual, so I do believe in angel numbers, and for a long time I was not seeing 111. I wasn't really paying attention to like any angel numbers, but I've been seeing 111 constantly, like at least twice a day in instances where I wasn't expecting it for the last maybe 5 days. So I feel like that's, maybe you know more about this than me, but I believe like the spiritual meaning of like 111, it's like a good time for manifestation and that it's affirming that you're on the right path, right? That's what I think of it, but let me know in the comments. Anyways, excuse me. Wow. Here she goes. Wow, look at that. That's a big one. Healthy looking poop. Good job, girl.
To become present in our space, on our mat.
So there's a lot of pressure on this run tomorrow because I haven't had a long run that I felt good about in this training block that's been over 12 miles. So it's been most of my long runs and I've felt incredibly discouraged about that. I don't even know how I'm still showing up for training, honestly, but here we are. Sometimes it feels like your body just rejects the training and you get weaker instead of feeling stronger. And I'm waiting for the moment when things finally feel good and feel affirming. And I just don't know if that will happen this time, but a girl can dream. Good morning. Taylor's album is out. So far, yeah, honestly, I don't feel safe on the internet to say how I feel. 18 miles today. Heating up some oatmeal. I just had some coffee and working on the electrolytes. Feeling good today. You know, I think we're gonna crush it. Lucky pink socks. The morning light is so pretty coming through my apartment. This is different morning light than the 9 a.m. morning light that I normally see. It's just golden. had one piece of decor. Okay, two. I had two pumpkins, but one type of piece of decor, and he destroyed it. I can't have anything nice. It's just a pumpkin. So dumb. Gels, electrolyte tablets, towel for my snot, watch, phone, corded headphones, water bottle, socks. I've put Vaseline everywhere so I won't chafe. Sunglasses, chapstick, honey stinger chews, phone, 90% battery, 8:53. Took me 2 hours, actually an hour and a half. We're ready to go. I've eaten medicine, coffee, pooped. I'm gonna walk like for a couple minutes every 3 miles. That's my strategy for the marathon. It's a walk, run. So that I don't get to, I'll probably still get to mile 18 and be like, but that's my strategy. So I'll probably film during the walking breaks. So it probably won't look like I'm running at all. 3 miles in, taking it very, very slow, but I still feel good. Miles in.
So all you lucky ones, what up? You're always on the run, what up? I mean, don't get me wrong, but what up? Or was I not the one?
So it's one of those runs where my legs have totally bonked. I just sat down for like 10 minutes and tried to stretch it out and stretch my hips. I just cannot do hills anymore. I've been doing hills for 13 and a half miles. I'm trying to determine if I should just quit because I've been running for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I don't know if there's going to be like much of a benefit for me if I keep going, if it feels this way. It doesn't feel great, but I just have like 4.5 miles left. I'm like, if I could just do that, but I don't know. I got a protein shake. This thing was $7. That's insane. I'm not sure how my stomach's going to be after having a protein shake, but I feel better. So maybe I can just get a grip and do it. I made it to 15 miles. I don't know if you can see that. 15 miles. I'm done. I cannot go further. I'm done.
All right, y'all. This one's John Lennon all the way. We're going to one of my personal favorite Beatles records, Rubber Soul. So let's put on your walking shoes and burn the house down.
It's the next day. Yeah, I was not in the mental state or physical state to be on camera after that run yesterday. It took the life out of me, but not as bad as my last 15 miler went. Like, not, my recovery wasn't as bad as my last 15 miler, so that's positive. And I'm just trying to stay positive with my outlook on this marathon because it just feels like every run I am focusing on what went wrong, which is, sorry, I'm clipping my nails. This is probably pretty awkward to put on YouTube, but whatever. Do I have concerns? Yes, I have concerns. Did my legs totally give out at the half marathon point? Yes, they did. I'm trying not to spiral. I actually filmed myself this morning debriefing the run, and I realized it was so depressing, and it was just me all complaining. It's definitely a realistic part of marathon training, but it's not all the experience that I want to bring to my channel. So literally I'm just trying to push through and be positive. But after the half marathon, when I literally just stopped and sat there and was like, what do? I ran another 1.5 miles. So I got to 15 miles. So I feel quite motivated by that. And the whole time, like, my mental state was very good. I think my mental state started to spiral though once I realized my body was just kind of, my legs were just fried. You know, I had been running since 9 a.m. and at that point it was like 1:30 with my breaks and stuff. And so I was like, anything I do past like 15 miles is just not gonna benefit me. So I made the decision to call it, which is something I've never done. And I am a little bit just nervous. Yeah, I have my 20 miler next week and then I'm literally tapering. So this is my chance to like make sure I don't spiral during my taper. This is my chance to give myself confidence that I know I can reach. Like, if I can just get to 18 miles and feel good about the 18 miles, then I know that I can handle the 26. but I would like to get to 20, but I'm like, I don't know if my body can actually do it. You know, I signed up for this and I'm doing this because it's a great mental challenge for me. I like pushing my body to its limits and I like pushing through the hard times just like this, but this time just feels particularly very difficult in a way I've never experienced before. I'm really desperate to finish what I started and get out of my head that I have to run a PR, that I have to be faster than 5.5 hours. I really thought I would be in a better place at this point in training than I am, but honestly, it's okay. When I was training for my other one, I was 31, and I can feel the difference in my body now versus then, and just how much different it's reacting to this really intensive training, and it's something that I just don't want to put it through ever again. So I'm just trying to like enjoy this while I'm here, because there'll probably be a day when I get FOMO from other people, you know, posting about their marathon training, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was doing that. No, you don't, Chelsea. You don't. You don't miss it. Your ego misses it, but your body doesn't miss it. And yeah, so that's where we're at. So I was spending today cleaning because my friend's coming over in about an hour. I haven't blow dried my hair since my first day of school. And at the time I'm filming this, that was 5 weeks ago. So it'll be kind of nice to see what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna need to style that. You know, because I can hear my neighbors so much through the walls, I wonder if they've ever wondered like who I'm talking to. Like maybe they think I have a friend who I just am on the phone with all the time. LOL. I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm just doing something. Last night definitely did not go as expected. Wow, my voice. Oh my God. I'm a little hungover, but I surprisingly don't feel that bad. I had an electrolyte water when I came home and I went and grabbed an enchilada, which I barely ate, but it was enough, I guess. 2 sausages, 3 pancakes. And I'm awake at 9:40. Like I feel relatively sane. Just a regular weekend. I found a bookstore in my neighborhood, and unfortunately I bought 2 books. Once I bought these, I was like, I should have just got these at the library. For 2 books, including tax, $65. Should I go return these? But they looked so good. This one's The Last Subway by Philip Mark Plotch. I went back like seeing if I should get the book like 3 times when I was circling around the bookstore. I'm like, I should just get it. And then this is the one I actually really wanted, Atmosphere, Taylor Jenkins Reid. Has anyone read that? I am a huge fan of Daisy Jones and the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Carrie Soto. I love all of her books. So sick. I can't wait. But you know, it's funny when I buy books on a Sunday, it makes me feel like, oh, I have leisure time to read these. I probably don't, but maybe I could make time. I have A Little Life next to me. Did I finish that? No. Will I? I didn't put it down because I didn't like the book. I thought it was beautifully written and it's very real and raw. I appreciate that about it. I don't think I could delve back in it. I haven't read it in a couple of months and I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm okay just kind of letting that one be. I don't know how it ends though. I don't want to know. This one might be a little bit more fast-paced and something I could read on the subways because now I'm commuting a lot, but it's Sunday night at 10:45 and I'm ready to pass out. I've been so tired all day. Oh wow, what is going on up here, girl? Oh dear. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up before you go. Subscribe, please. Please subscribe. What else? Ring the notification bell. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.